Hello, I am your car dealer. I am going to be selling you the hell out of this car. Please come join me as I show you the details of this amazing car. Brand new, never been used. Now, follow me. As you can see, it comes with some complimentary Altoids Arstis. In case you go out for, some Thai food, you start eating them fried onions. This is the perfect remedy for you. It comes with the car. You see, you want mints that come with the car because your car is your form of transportation. So when you transport yourself to a restaurant that is delicious, that leaves you with a not so delicious taste on your breath, you should just eat some mints. Any mints. In fact, just eat anything at all that overrides that smell. Now, as you can see, we have the full Prindle psych. We have the Prindle 2-1, and it is fully clickable. Yes, clickable. Very clickable. We have P, that stands for parking, R, that stands for reverse, N, that stands for neutral, D, that stands for the D, just kidding, it stands for drive, D3, which stands for driving 3 times. It's like you don't want to put your car into drive once, you want to put your car into drive 3 times. Then there's 2 and 1, that's like driving 2 times and 1 time. It's like you're conserving power for driving 2 and 1 time. And then there is some dust here. Is it? No, that's just the shadow from this little handle here. It's just that. There's also complimentary gusts of wind going as well, and complimentary outdoor sounds if you like as well. And the car isn't even turned on. Can you look at that? There's also a USB charger in case you want to charge your USB. And then of course there's this complimentary half-drunk water bottle. Comes with every car we sell. Just enjoy those Aquarius feels. Super tasty, super nice, super fine. You'll never see water go down so smoothly as this. This water goes down as smooth as air. And not only that, but check it, we have even more USB chargers. Look at this, it's another USB charger, totally a different one. It charges even more USBs. We also have this wonderful blue and red air conditioner thing. If you want the air to come out more like a girl, you turn it to the red side. If you want the air to turn into a boy, you put it onto the boy side. What sense does that make? Well, I mean, when you assign gender to Blue's Clues, what sense does anything have to make? Now, there's also these random buttons. If you want this man to go down and have a windshield just come collapsing on him, you just keep pressing this button. If you want the front to go inside of a windshield, then you just do this, you press this one. If you want the rear to come up into a television, then you press this one. If you want the car to reverse, you press this one. If you want the Abercrombie to pop out, you press this button. If you want the person to just go down and not have the windshield crack on them, if you just want to get like photos of someone's feet, you press this button. If you want to get photos of both a person's feet and their face, you press this button. And if you just want that selfie, the car will take a selfie for you, and you just press this button. And if you want that Max Abercrombie, you press this button. It's the biggest because it's going into maximum overdrive. If you want to go partying, you just put that party measure all the way up and crank it, and then if you're just ready to just recharge, you can just plug in that USB charger, and then you can turn off the party animal and just click it all the way off. Let's repeat that again. If you want to be a party animal, bump it. If you want that party animal to just calm the frick down, Yeah, that's right. We're getting a little saucy right now. We just turn it right off. Now, if you want to set up that party animal, just to get yourself pumped up, there will be a hype man popping out of the trunk if you press this button. If you want to play, like, games, you can play this button. You see the triangle is, you know what the triangle's for. This is for there to be music without hearing. This is music made for the deaf, where it's like music, but only the people who can't hear things will listen to it. So you press this one in case you're going through a community where there's a deaf child. And then there's also fast forward in case you want to just, get some amphetamines, get some uppers, and you just want to like blast through the next couple of hours. Boop. And then if you just want to slow down, there is going to be some complimentary marijuana popping out of the AC units, and you can easily just lit that up by pressing this button. And of course there's the volume push select. You see this is a multi-functional little tool. The volume is actually something that calculates the actual volume of the car. You see, if you want bigger volume in your car when you're trying to impress someone with the sheer size of your car, if you want a condo-sized car, then you just put it up. You just circulate it up. But if you want your car to be like smaller, like a Fiat, so that way you can park places and you can really swerve through traffic, you just take that volume and you just put it all the way and just keep going down. You just keep going down. Yeah, you just swerve it all the way down. Now, if you want to push someone in front of you in traffic because for some reason they can't read numbers, even though numbers are pretty much universal, you just boop, push the button, just, boop, and it'll annihilate the person in front of you, just completely push them out of existence. Even their mother forgot that they give birth to them. That is the magic of this car. Now, if you decide that you want to select something else, you can, of course, do a combination of both. Just amping up the volume of the car while pushing the person out of existence. And, you can decide as well if you want to have more power in your car. For example, you're driving like a Fiat-sized car, or if you're driving a condo-sized car and you don't feel like pushing someone out of existence, you can just push this over the volume, and then the volume won't apply to the car anymore. It'll apply to the amount of power you use to push the other person out of existence. You also have this one, which means if you want to undo anything in life, you can boop, and it undoes it. There's the FUM and the AM. The FUM is like, when you want to watch a trailer and it has those like intense music going on, like the FUM, FUM, FUM. And you're like driving somewhere where you have to like talk to people and you want to feel intense because, you just can't muster up that energy to just keep up a conversation going because, frankly, it's just too exhausting making small talk. You just go, FUM, 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 and it just pumps you right up. It makes you feel like, something, I can do this. I can talk to this person. I just love this complimentary Gust of Wind soundtrack. And after you press it, you just feel like, something, I'm going into battle. I'm battling social interactions. And something, I'm slaying it. And there's also the AM button. You see, when you press the AM button, it does the opposite. It makes you become very pensive. It doesn't make you a person of action, it makes you a person of thought. Because then Rene Descartes pops right out of the trunk and reminds you, you think, therefore you are. And then he will, of course, remind himself, he thinks, and therefore he is. So that's why you press the AM button. Just in case you're going through an existential crisis, it's like an emergency button, boom, and then the existential crisis is over, and you remember, you do exist. Then there's the CD and aux. This is the aux cord. In case there is someone giving birth in your car, you press the aux cord and it'll pop out a gynecologist who can then cut the aux cord from the mother to the child. And then the CD cord is, or rather the CD button, the CD button is actually for, it stands for compact dad. It stands for compact dad. You see, if you have daddy issues, or if there's like your dad's just not the most supportive, a compact father will pop out of your trunk as well, and he'll just be like, something. He'll just be like, he'll say the common quotes like, something, sport, I'm super proud of you, or go get him, champ, or don't worry, I'll be there. That's the compact father button. We also have this triangle with a line beneath it in case you want to start adoring Mother Earth. Ooh, it looks like I turned on the machine. Let me just put on some sexy music. There is also these numbers, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 with a power button, and that's if you want to really like maximize yourself. You press the power button, you're energizing yourself, and you just want to choose how much power you want. And there's also the scan button in case you need a full body scan and you don't want to go to the hospital. This car is actually certified with a medical degree. This car can perform a medical survey on you. And then there's this red triangle with another red triangle inside of it. Never push the red triangle. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy that car. It's going to be for a low cost of $10.99 per month for the rest of your life, and you can get this wonderful, amazing piece of machinery. So far, we only have the radio station plus mints and half-drunk water bottle. In this car, we still need to add wheel and a steering wheel and tires and chairs. I mean, we have one chair, but I'm sitting in it. And yeah, but we'll get that in for the low cost of $2.99 per update. And yeah, so buy it, will ya?